Thank you again for joining us tonight. Well, that didn't last long. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the mainstream media love to talk about unity. These are the words of President Biden just moments after he took the oath of office.
My whole soul is in it. Today, on this January day, my whole soul is in this. Bringing America together, uniting our people, uniting our nation. And I ask every American to join me in this cause.
Last night and early this morning, the United States Senate split 50-50 on a number of amendments. Democrats are using a process called reconciliation, which is a really weird word to use when there's no reconciliation at all. But they're using that process to bypass the Republicans. That's not unity, that's raw power. Yesterday, President Biden criticized former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo over foreign policy.
America is back. Diplomacy is back at the center of our foreign policy. We must restore the health and morale of our foreign policy institutions.
That's not unity. Kamala Harris thinks telling West Virginia coal miners to start clearing landmines is unifying. Probably because she will not be the one clearing those landmines. She even went to West Virginia to put pressure on a Democrat to get in line. That's not unifying either. That's just raw politics. Listen to what Democrat Senator Joe Manchin said in response.
I couldn't believe it. No one called me. We're going to try to find a bipartisan pathway forward. I think we need to, but we need to work together. That's not a way of working together.
And of course, next week, House and Senate Democrats are going to try to remove someone from office who isn't even in office and then bar him from ever holding office again. They have no chance of a conviction. They have no chance of barring Donald Trump from future office. They cannot get a conviction, but they will march forward anyway, not because they think they can win in court, but because they think it will help them win elections. That doesn't sound very unifying. Unity is defined as a state of oneness, a state of being joined as a whole. The Senate's 50-50. The House is almost equally divided. That doesn't sound like oneness to me. So if it's unity we're looking for, it's not going to come from a speech, and it's not going to come from government, and it's not going to come from politics. It's going to have to come from us. And it will be a process. Sometimes a lengthy process, but like all journeys, you're not going to get there unless you start walking. The Super Bowl is Sunday. I probably won't watch because Dallas isn't playing. I'll probably go in the other room and watch Hallmark movies with my wife. Actually, that sounds awful. So I probably will watch the game after all. There are rules in football. There are rules in golf. We have rules in every facet of life. Some are written, most are not, but we know them and we follow them. In politics, there are just no rules. The objective is simply to win. The end justifies the means, and power is the currency of politics. I mean, if you're serious about unity, stop looking for the 50-50 issues and focus on those things for which there is consensus. We want this virus defeated. We want jobs. We want economic opportunity. We want our children to be educated. We want to be safe. Americans would rather see a sermon than hear a sermon. So why don't we start there? Practice what you preach. Now that would really be unified.